Evening, everyone. Looks like we've got Todd's outside again in here. Thanks for joining us. Timon the Buckeyes here. Glad you're here. Bill Savarsky, Ken, Iffy Kid. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. How's the weather?
We have audio. That's what I'm always worried about.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Appreciate everybody joining.
Scott with the wise choice. Good evening.
We've moved things around here a little bit. Get that arrow off my nose. We moved things around a little bit. We're trying it live from the living room here.
There's Jeremiah outdoors in the 608. Thanks for joining us.
So, yeah, we're right in the middle or between rainstorms now. We went from cold and snow to probably 70 degrees and a ton of rain.
Yeah, we've got the creek out.
Creeker's out right here below us. I don't know. We've had 3, 4, probably close to 5 inches of rain.
Yeah, since it all started, didn't all come at once. Craig's cords to close. Brian's in there. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good to see you guys. But yeah, we're fighting the rain, mud, which we haven't really been in the wood yard at all the last couple of days, just because of the rain. It's just been so nasty. It's supposed to be
Medford Family Farms. Thanks for joining us.
Supposed to be 70 some degrees tomorrow, and then storms and everything else tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And it looks like probably we might get lucky and miss most of it, but Todd, he might be in the middle of it up there in his way. I'm not sure. It's the way it's kind of going towards him. So
our lights are reflecting off the TV screen back there.
Yeah, we moved it around a little bit tonight just to try something different and get rid of the different background, I guess. So yeah, we're here fighting the weather again.
It's like everybody else.
It's like everybody else, and we are. And I think I had it titled for tonight's live on the Mid South Firewood Expo. So we were really foggy last night. It was nasty, crazy fog last night. It was dangerous even, but titled the talking about it because tomorrow we'll be a week away.
No, today we're leaving on Thursday.
Yeah, but the thing doesn't start until
Friday.
Work with me here, honey.
I'm going to work you
It's
over.
A week away. It starts tomorrow or a week from tomorrow. Yeah, we are going to be down there early Thursday. Sherry says we're leaving really early. So do we get down there? 4-hour drive for us, right? 4.5.
Yeah, 4 to 4.5.
Around the corner from Paducah. Only way I can say it, how we get there. So yeah, we were going to just kind of plug it a little bit tonight. And number one, anybody on here, we got a few on. Is anybody on here now that's going? Or even tentative going? That I guess would be my first question.
Yeah,
we'll be there. I think. Hello, there's my sister. Hello, Triple F Arms. We're
Ken's going.
Ken's going. Awesome. Hey, Tom.
There's Tom's Firewood.
Hey, Tom.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
We're it's 4.5 hours from us. We're going to be there early Thursday morning. Well, I say early.
We should be there before noon. I'm thinking 10:30ish.
Yeah.
We should be rolling in.
We do have a thanks, Tom.
There's Lake Ontario Firewood. Mike.
Yep, I might. We got an Airbnb, correct?
Yes.
I have no idea where it's at.
Right there in Parsons.
Right there in town. Okay.
Yes.
No, the first thing I seen on Marlon's, I can't find it now, is on Marlon's either his Facebook page, his personal page, or the Mid South page. I don't know. Friday morning, correct me if I'm wrong. Friday morning, do you remember the time?
8. Everybody's meeting at 8.
At the
Corner Grill.
Where do I have that? The Corner Grill.
Yeah, which is located at 235 East Main Street, right there in Parsons. They seat about 60, and that's for anybody that wants to meet us YouTubers or anything.
Yeah. Marlon said that I'm sure they know we're coming. So I would
yeah.
about guarantee it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 235 East Main, the corner grill looked like they had some pretty good stuff when he was
breakfast
there
looked
eating
good.
breakfast. It was,
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was on the Mid South page on Facebook or his, I don't remember.
Good
So,
evening,
hey
Dick.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
Old guy Firewood joining us.
But yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing we wanted to announce to everybody is the Decatur County Fairgrounds. And that's where the event's going to be held. 1925 US 641 in Parsons, Tennessee. And their zip is 38363, if that helps. So, yeah, that's...
There's Jeff Millwood Outdoors joining us. Says really foggy there, thick as pea soup.
Yep.
That's not good.
Yeah. Really muddy here.
Yeah.
Our creek's out, and our creek, we can see the creek here from just the back porch, and it's not looking good. So
we're about to have a lake in the backyard.
Yeah, we'll have our lake or oceanfront or lakefront property here before too long.
Yeah. So I have kind of compiled a list going off of the Mid South and Marlon's personal page of the vendors that are going to be there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really good show. Yeah, I got you, Dick. I understand. Yeah, it's going to be a good show.
It is.
And Sherry's going to do a little rundown. If anybody has any questions, just shoot us a deal on here, and we'll maybe go back to it or whatever. So if you want to start in, we'll just go a little bit.
Okay.
And
these are for sure going to be there. Blockbuster, Cord King, Wolf Ridge, Easton Made, Hammerhead Attachments, Split Force, Han Manufacturing, Logasol Portable Sawmills, the Yappa Firewood Processors, Timberwolf Firewood Processing Equipment, Typhoon USA, Norwood Portable Sawmills, Logox, Range Road Firewood Processors, Sawmills, and they have other stuff there too. Freedom Outdoor Store. They have LS Tractors. They're an Echo dealer, and Gravely. Woodhaven Firewood Racks and covers for your wood racks. And I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this right. It's Utzy. It's Y-U-T-Z-Y Bar LLC. They have attachments for skid steers and loaders, and it has to do with cutting, and that you pick up the log, it measures it and cuts it, so on and forth, and splits it, I think. I'm not sure on that, though. X Firewood Factory. The local Ace Hardware, it's a steel dealer. They're going to be there. Hartville Hardware, the largest hardware store, is going to be there. Heatmaster Outdoor Furnaces. Timber Frames Unlimited. Fancy Firewood Chainsaw Carvings. Dirty Money Firewood. They're doing some giveaways of some axes and I think splitting mauls. Mm-hmm. Wood for Warriors will be there. Lumberman Online Magazine, which I think is kind of one of the sponsors of this event.
Had a big ad in their magazine, yeah.
Yeah, and Logrite Tools. As far as food and drink, and TKP is going to be there.
I think TKP is supposed to be there, yeah.
And I think he's giving away a couple of saws, or he's involved in that. You'll have to go to one of his social media sites and see how to enter. Food and drink stands. They've got the Smokestack Grill, Pouring Rain Coffee Stand, a taco truck, Fisher's Bootleg Barbecue, 731 Curbside Flavors, and 2 Picky Chicks. So there's a lot to choose from and a lot to see.
Yeah. Todd said he can't make it.
No.
So, and that's the way it goes. That's the way, your job is a priority.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm lucky to have a job I can get off pretty much anytime I want. And
well, you've got enough years in time.
27 years in one place, and got plenty of vacation and everything. And it's easy for us to, with Sherry being retired, it's easy for us to, take off and go to this stuff. So I'm fortunate there. And a good thing about it, it's not that far. This is the shortest show or shortest distance show we were going to.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't miss it for anything. But yeah. And Mike said would like to go, but he's not going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. I mean, it's one of them things, but I think it's going to be a good show. I think Marlon's he's done a great job putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
And had several. Hello, Jason. How are you doing? he's had several come on here in the last just couple weeks.
Yeah.
Pretty neat to see some of them come on.
Yeah.
But kind of
in the backyard with Dell.
Hey, Dell, how are you doing? But yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm hoping to meet some new people and old friends on here. And I know Jason's going to be there. Jason, Yadkin Valley. Haven't heard any of the Wisconsin guys are going to be there yet. I haven't heard of Logger Jason or Chris or anybody, but hopefully they'll show up. I know it's probably
it's right in the middle of syrup season.
Syrup season. Yeah,
I understand
right.
that.
And that's the way it goes. I mean, kind of like what is it? Hoosiers coming up in May.
Yeah.
And they moved that around a little bit. Didn't even really know they were going to have it until the last month or so. Would like to be able to make it to that, which we've made every one of them, I guess, so far.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be at Bear Paw that weekend. So hopefully next year, everybody can schedule things a little bit different. But that's just the way it is. It happens.
Rick's Outdoors. Thanks for joining us.
But that's where it's at. It's that's the next big or the first big one of the year. I was a little bit been kind of checking. I think Marlon kind of had a deadline of
by the end of this week.
I want to say the end of this week. I thought he said the 9th, but I don't know. I was kind of disappointed Dinah's not going to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, we run a Dinah, and of course, and everybody knows that. But I was kind of disappointed because it's really, I don't think it's that far for them, really. And it seems like they hit all of them, but not this one. A little disappointed in them.
Yeah.
But the big dogs are all going to be there, and it's going to be a good time. It is. It's going to be a great time and I think it's still going to be
Marlon's got Jason on the unloading duty.
I can help you with that, Jason.
We should roll in Thursday, probably 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there Thursday morning. Just depends what time we get up and get going.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I was just getting ready to say,
Craig, I've been watching that.
It depends on who you what weather channel you look at.
I look at Weather Channel, AccuWeather, and I looked at WeatherBug. All three of them. Friday and Saturday is supposed to be 70 degrees and sunny. One of them showed on Thursday. There's a slight chance of rain, but then the other two said it was just going to be partly cloudy. So it sounds like we're going to have pretty good weather.
Yeah. Hopefully. You never know this time of year. So, but we'll the big dogs are going to be there. Jason's going to be there Thursday, so I can assist.
He's going to roll in Wednesday.
Yeah, the day of.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly, Jim.
But yeah, it's hopefully good weather.
Yeah.
And it's at least no rain anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, and no mud. That'd be a plus too. But anyway, and just to change the subject a minute, I was looking. We finally we got our taxes done, and I think somebody a couple of lives ago. What did we do in
78? You got 60 here today. Cloudy, gloomy, kind of misted rain, sprinkled rain all day.
Yeah, all stinking day. Yeah, I totally agree with Jason there. Taxes.
Yeah.
We got ours done. So that's when I do my yearly count of everything and what we got done or what we did. And it sounds, I don't know, like we didn't do anything with the firewood.
It's not our full-time job.
It's not. We split a lot early on in 25. And then it got, we got rains, we got nasty weather, and then it got hot. And my job, I'm outside all the time. And I'd get home, which that's usually the way I do things. I'll get home of a night if it's decent weather, and I'll get on the dyna and split a deck and then reload it. Do that, once, 3 or 4 times a week. It don't take long, and you're building everything up. But we ended up selling and sold out of everything that we did split. We are ahead on bag and row-wood. We got all kinds of, well, I didn't say all kinds. We got a bunch to get us by.
Enough to start camping season.
So we ended up totally selling about 35 cord. Was our best year? No, we sold more than that in a year. We're usually around the 40 to pushing 50 cord a year. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt, thanks for joining us.
We're usually around 40 to 50 cord.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, it's 268 bags. And that's between 2 roadsides. Well,
One
2
was
roads.
at a campground.
One's at our campground. And it was
our roadside.
and then our over here at the mill lot, or our wood yard. And I was a little disappointed with the campground. Little dab of theft, not near like the year before, which was our first year. But it's just hit and miss out there. And then all of a sudden, come fall, out here on the main highway where our other wood yard is, it started getting hit hard.
Yeah.
And they're late between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it got hit really hard. So that brought us up to about almost where we're usually at. And then I've always said this before, and people ask me about, our stump grinding, and that fuels the firewood addiction for cooking wood. I'm doing a little dab of cooking wood, Jason.
Rick said the week it snowed here, I could have sold 100 face cords that week, but it was gone.
Yeah.
We understand. We had people calling us, and it's like, I don't have it.
I hated to turn people down. I really do. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. Hey, Joseph.
Thanks for joining us.
You don't have it. I mean, and that's where we were at. We sold out bulk, what I call bulk on the ground, whatever you want to call it, and we were done.
Jason, do you sell your cooking wood strictly in a bag or a bundle, or do you do like truckloads or totes full? How do you do it?
Yeah, Tom, we do both. A majority of ours is repeat customers, and
they just come pick it out of the pile. They get the size they want.
Pick it out of the pile, put the money in the roadside stand box, and then text me and say, "Hey, I got a load." So but I do some delivering a little bit.
Jason, it is ready to go in the car.
Yeah, we're ready.
We're not going to forget it, buddy.
We're bringing her. So that's what we do, Tom. We're starting to do some delivering.
Just strictly kind of on the weekends.
Yeah, if I'm not busy and they want it delivered or have no way of hauling it or whatever, I will deliver. Someday I'll get into delivery a little bit more.
Yeah. Jason, we don't have any restaurants around here that burn wood. We'd have to drive at least an hour one way just to get to a restaurant like St. Louis area or somewhere that uses we're in the middle of nowhere, really. Yeah, pretty much.
For that type of thing. We just do not have that market for the restaurant wood.
We have one guy, he's got a smoker trailer that he travels around with, and he buys a little bit from us, but it's just like 4 bags every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, Tom, I do have probably a couple of videos out on our stand. We are in the process of building a new one.
Now, the first one
was
you just kind of
I slapped it together with some pretty nasty old pallets, and it's looking pretty shabby right now.
Threw some paint on it and called it.
I called it good, and it's went over good. I mean, it didn't cost me hardly anything, but yeah, I put a little money in one, and I am the first to tell you I am no carpenter at all. I'm an equipment operator, and I guess not too bad at it, but I am not worth a darn being a carpenter. But I do have one started, and I'm hoping if the weather holds this weekend, I can get that about 98% done. And what I'm going to have with it, Tom, is 3 rows of just row wood, and that's the equivalent of basically a row stacked
across
the bed of a truck. That's how I kind of gauge that. And then I'm going to have a row of bags, and then I'm going to have a row of wrapped. That's kind of my my plan with it. So, and then I'm going to make it where I can put it on the backside too if needed. So
Rick's got a good question here. It says, I generally sell for inside heat, bigger pieces, but here lately we have calls for smaller wood, like 3x3s. For the ones who provide this size, do you charge more for this service?
that's a very good question.
Yeah. What we put in the pile, when they come and pick it up, they get what they want. If they want the bigger pieces, they pick them out. If they want the smaller stuff, they get that. So
right.
We've had people say, well, do you have smaller stuff? And it's like, well, it's in the pile.
Yeah.
And then we have one guy, he's like, no, I want the bigger stuff. I don't care if it's naughty. I don't care. I want the bigger stuff.
Yeah. You know, take a 12, 14 inch round and just quarter it, basically.
Yeah. Jason, he's got 2 more accounts coming. Restaurant accounts. That's awesome.
I'll do that, Tom. Yeah. And this is the only stand like this we got. Our campground wood is just in an IBC tote that we've cut down in the front and put a roof on. It's pretty simple. Put a board on it with the
that's our bag wood.
That's our and that's
the 1 cubic foot bags.
Yeah. And that's and all our camp and row wood is typically the whole 2x2, 3x3 stuff, small stuff. A lot of ash, a lot of maple, and some cherry is what we throw into it. And
Tom says that would be nice if you ever want to chat about stands or anything.
Totally.
Let me know. Good bounce tips and ideas.
Definitely will. And one of these days, if I keep saying when I get retired, which is about 3 years, I'd like to pick up a couple of gas stations here or there, maybe, but that's a ways down the road. And we got the Wolf Ridge bagger and then the express wrapper. So, and it could be if we get into a big account or something, I might have to go to a little bit different wrapper. I don't know. We'll just play that by ear. Right now we're getting by with what we got, but yeah, with that, and I said, 200 and
Jason, retire. I'm just getting started.
Yeah, I want to find out how they say you get busier when you get retired. I definitely want to find that out. Yeah, 268 bags. And then with that, I sold 34 rows of wood out of this just one stand right here on the highway. And then, like I said before, people ask, the stumps and firewood's kind of a odd combination. Well, and I've said before, the stumps fuel the firewood addiction. And actually, I was kind of surprised when I got to counting up my stump jobs. I only did 265 stumps last year. And that sounds probably like a bunch to most people, but that's a slow, I wouldn't say slow year, but I had, 3 jobs that were 30 stumps plus. Yeah. And so that
and when we picked up 3 more stumps next door from that.
Yeah, and that's where we get a lot of our business is, somebody drives by and sees us. Very little advertising. Yeah, Tom, it's cash right now. I've tried to set up a Venmo, and I am stumped on how to do it. But I got a buddy at work. I was explaining to him about Venmo. He's like, "Oh, that's easy. I'll get it set up for you." I just got to get with him and get it set up. So,
it's not easy.
Well, he says it is, and he shows me.
He's a kid too.
Yeah, he shows me his Venmo account, and I'm like, "Oh, I've never seen that before." But he's going to help me.
Woodyard.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
Chris, are you going to go down to the Mid South Firewood Expo?
We hope to see some of you guys down there. Got to represent the Wisconsin boys. Yeah, but yeah, Tom, that's what I'm at right now. I'm gonna figure something out because as well as I do, it's here. That's the here's Broken Old Swede. Hello. Yep. Oh.
Nice deer. Nope, he's got to
Oh,
be
darn
working. Yep.
But yeah, it's here now. You about got to have an alternate pay other than cash. We realize that. So it's coming. I just got to get
So
Alex
Jeremiah's going then, Craig?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I knew that. He said that the other day.
Okay.
On one of his lives.
Okay.
That he was going to be there. So
that's
cool.
awesome.
That's
That
awesome.
is awesome.
He's a pretty good, he's a pretty good, pretty good guy to represent the Wisconsin boys. That's for sure.
He's just going Friday. I don't blame you.
Okay.
It'll be a good day.
That's a pretty good drive from up your way. And you should, well, I don't know if he'll pass through the 618 or not. I don't know. I don't know what his route will be.
Yeah, I don't know. If he's traveling 51
If you're traveling around 51, you'll come right friggin' by us. Jeremiah, if you go 51 south to like Paducah or somewhere, you will go right by our wood yard. You can't miss it. We're about 4 miles
south of
Vandalia, Illinois. So you will come right by us. But yeah, that's rapidly approaching. But yep. Yeah, I seen where Dick's doing the pine straw too.
Yep.
That's interesting how that works. And I think I seen up there earlier, Rick saying how many bales of that he had. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We got plenty of pine trees, but I don't know if I want to mess with that pine straw much. Business account, you'll get lower fees. Yeah. Yeah. I think it is set up that. I don't even know. I don't have my man purse with all my info in it to tell you if it's even set up that way. I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
Jason, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. Is it a wooden fence or barbed wire or
fence all week? But yeah, I was hoping to see. Well, and Jeremiah, that's perfect. But I was hoping to see the whole gang from up there. But we will see. Bear Paw. That's where we'll see him. They'll all be up there for that, I'm sure.
3 board wood. Ooh, I bet that's going to be beautiful when you're done.
Yep. Yeah, that's. I said I wouldn't be able to help. I don't know. I could probably maybe build fence, but I am no carpenter. But
you're going to have your new stickers. That's cool.
Okay, that's neat. Good deal. I think I got one of your old ones. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do. But yeah, if I don't know, like Jeremiah, if you're on 51 South, you're coming down through the great state of Illinois, and you go 51 South, you will go right by us. Can't miss us. Yep, can't miss us. So
apparently Brian's been under the weather. There's something going around, Brian.
Yeah,
Hope you get to feeling better soon.
I got lucky this year on getting sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we're at. We're at the Mid South next week, rapidly approaching. And I'm ready. I'm ready to get up early. And
there's Brandon. Was watching Cheers. That's a good show to watch. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, I think he does. He's got new stickers since Bunyan. Yep.
Yeah.
It's worth the same old sticker.
Yeah, we got the same old one.
Same old one. Yeah. But yeah, it's rapidly approaching.
Yes.
What else you got? Anything?
That was pretty much my list. Yeah, I mean, that's quite the list. Stuff to do. Just go by and see.
Where was that again?
The corner grill.
Corner grill. That's where. I don't remember. Do you remember what time he said?
8 o'clock.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Everybody's to meet there
on Friday.
Said you can go earlier if you want and eat. Look like a good place. Said it seats about 60 people. So
now, I never did Google this. Is Parsons still in Central Time Zone?
Should be, because we don't cross Central Time Zone until
think we do either.
What is it, Cookville or Crossville somewhere?
That's
where we hit the Eastern Time Zone.
I better Google that.
I know it's in the Central Time Zone.
Central time zone. Yes, they're in the central time zone. So I don't have to worry about looking at my phone all the time to see what time it is.
Rick was watching Chris in the woodyard when he was cutting them trees below zero. And then he said he went out and cut his grass.
It's not going to be long here. We're going to be cutting grass the way
the
temperatures are. And
flowers
stuff.
are just peeking up, which I know people, I've got nieces and nephews down in Tennessee, the daffodils are already up and blooming down there. They're nowhere near that here.
I'm ready to get the new mower out and get going. Our new bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cutting next week. Wow. Thank you.
Jason said, well, Jason, it's actually going to be about that here tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to get, and then tomorrow night get nasty weather.
Wow.
4th of July. July 4th to the 10th. We mow a heck of a lot more than that down here. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, where'd I see that? Broke. How do you get your stickers? We get ours made local. That's about the only thing we've got made local.
Yeah.
We don't even have around here a decent place to get hats made or t-shirts. Really, we got our t-shirts, and they're just pretty much plain Jane, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so hard to. There's just nobody around here that does that stuff.
Yeah. Ken says the pear trees are flowering and flowers are up and blooming.
We have maple trees budding out.
Well, they're starting to bud out, but the flowers haven't started blooming, not even the crocuses yet.
Did hear frogs the other night.
Yes, I was going to say, we did hear the frogs peep, but there's an old wives' tale, and I can't remember if it's, once you hear the frogs peeping the first time, they'll see their faces in the ice. I can't remember if it's 3 or 6 more times.
Yeah.
So
33 in rain. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's on the verge of a big snow, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get our stickers. That's, like I said, that's the only thing we've got made. We can get made local.
Mm-hmm.
And we did years ago when we started stump grinding, got some shirts made, and they were really nice. But and they were local. When the company went out of business
or retired,
or whatever, then another company took over. Mm-hmm. We go back in to get more made. Oh, well, they threw all that stuff away. So there went our setup thing or whatever. So we said to heck with it. And then when we got into the firewood on YouTube, well, we got to get something. So we just got some plain Jane shirts and I think pretty nice stickers. And they were really reasonable.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. And right here local. And I seen him the other day and hollered at him, and he said, you need any more? He said, all he's got to do is set it up, just let him know. So that's kind of nice just to be able to call him if we need him.
Yeah. 80-degree weather. That's why they can season oak in 8 months there in North Carolina.
Bonfire. Yeah.
Well, he's getting rain right now. Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah. I luckily, Dick, on the bonfire, I got one of your sweatshirts. That's one of my favorite sweatshirts to wear.
Yeah.
And I got a Shibe shirt. Well, Shibe gave me this hat.
Yeah.
And I think I got the same way with Todd, with Joe's Premium Firewood. I just ordered them off their channel.
Hey, Eric, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you.
Yep. Is an artist. Was it an artist? What is Mike? Mike's kind of our guy with our stickers is kind of just a do-all guy. He paints cars and does bartends. I don't know. He does all kinds of stuff. He just got the machine and the software to print them off, and they're not. I mean, they're nice and really reasonable.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I'd really like to get hats made someday, if anything. And the Richardson, I'm pretty sure that's what Shibe's is. Richardson 112s, but
it's got some kind of logo right there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Richardson.
No, it's here on the side that you got a logo.
Richardson 112s. But get something just simple, kind of like Marlon's got with his.
Mm-hmm.
Just something simple. And yeah, hats. But I don't know if you make them, you buy the hats and send them somewhere or what. I don't know nothing about it.
Mike, we've thought about reaching out to them to see, but kind of like to meet up with them in person and see.
Or call them on the phone or something. But something I like simple, and just something with Miller Stumps and Firewood, perfect would be fine. Yeah, they fit me. These 112s are the best hat you can get, I think. Which I wear a hat literally all the time, because if you can't tell,
the light. Oh, I can't see.
I have a hat on all the friggin' time. Yeah, I could get one for us, and just plain and simple. Just if anybody's seen Marlon's hats, no,
it's
the old snapback. I don't know how Todd does that stuff. There we go. Richardson. What the heck is that?
That's why I said that it had that.
Oh, I think that might be the guy that made Shibes.
Could be.
Anyway, that's weird how to do this. That's what Shibes got. I got lucky, and
your camera's right there.
No kidding.
And you're getting a glare. There you go.
That's Shibes. And he gave me one at Bunyan last year, and I love this hat. It's my go-to-town hat. Message.
Okay, Mike, that'll be
awesome.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd just soon have them do, if anybody. Yeah, that'd be great. Something quick and painless. These orange and green ones seem like they're the popular ones.
Chris, that's not true, and you know it.
Look better with the hat on. I like better. Oh, come on. I do see the beards back. And I told Chris at Money, I said, hey, come bring the beard back, man. And he did. Yeah, I like the Richardson 112s. Something quick and painless to get on the hat. It'd be perfect for me. And hopefully we can. Oh, girl. But yeah, that's on the to-do list. That's for sure. Oh, and can you take hats? Yeah, maybe Jason knows it. Can you take your hats off your taxes? Is that an expense?
It's advertising.
There you go.
Just like the shirts.
Perfect. In case of what's going on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, hats are in the future. That's a plus. Definitely a tax deduction. Good deal. Good to know. What old DJ T doesn't know, that's fine with me. He doesn't need to know anyway. Shirts and jackets. Yeah. Definitely got to have hats. We need Sherry to wear one. She wears one once in a while.
I've got.
When she has a bad hair day, she puts a hat on.
Or if I don't want sawdust in my hair. I've got a Wood for Warriors. I won their pink hat.
Yeah, you did. You got a Wood for Warriors hat.
And then I've got another one. I got one from down in my tie-dyed one from Perdido Key when we went to the beach.
Yep. So that's where we're at. Mid South next weekend.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
And kind of sucks that some of them can't be there, because I was really hoping for that, but that's all right. We'll meet again, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And would love to make Hoosier, but yeah, we're gonna be up north for Hoosier.
Yeah.
Wish we'd have. Well, it's just that happens. You state of Illinois, so you probably find a way to. That's yeah.
You're right, Todd. You're right.
We're getting our federal taxes back in just a couple of weeks. And heck, who knows when you get your Illinois taxes back?
Yeah.
Who knows? I've about wrote. If we didn't have basically the farm paid off, we'd be thinking somewhere else. But Cash can't really afford anywhere else either. So
No,
might as well just
COVID
stay on the old farmstead here.
That's paid off.
That's paid off. And of course, property taxes are killing us here. We're like number one in the nation now for property taxes. Oh, well, whatever.
Lake Ontario Firewood wants to know, has anyone here run Lucas 2-cycle oil?
I've got some that I've picked up at shows here and there, but I've never ran it. I have never ran the Lucas. I've been gonna try. Well, actually, I got a pretty good deal on. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Old Guy Firewood says he's tried them all. Echo Red Armor is the best.
And that was what I was getting ready to say, Dick. We've got a new Echo dealer in the next town over, and I'm gonna try some of that Red Armor. They've got it, and I'll try a gallon mix of it to see how it runs. I got a deal, I don't know, last summer. I know probably people will say you're crazy, but the premix in a gallon jug or gallon can, and it's VP. So I'm thinking it's good stuff. I've been running it a lot, and it's been so far so good on it. But my plan is just get like a gallon mix from my local guy. Plus, it gives me an excuse to go in there and look at saws. And I'm gonna get a gallon mix from him and try it and see what. I have some of that Amsoil Saber as well. I got it at a show too. I'm gonna try it too. I'm gonna do some experimenting with everything, because I can run a gamut of saws from 50 to almost 80 cc saws, and I run them all as much as I can. So I'm going to start doing a little experiment and see what works good for me. And other people have luck with other type of stuff, and that's great. I mean, and I'm gonna try some different ones. Yeah, the Amsoil, I've got some of it. I've got some. What was the other one? Somebody said
Lucas.
Yeah, I've got some of that as well. So get some Red Armor, and they're all gallon mixes, which is perfect. I got a jug that'll go in, and I'm going to try them all and see what works best for me. That's my plan. And like I said, I got a good deal on that local farm store. Had it the VP brand gallon 50 to 1. I run everything 50 to 1. And they had a good deal on it. So I grabbed some, and I'm almost through it. So I had several quarts and quart jugs. I had a bunch of those. I went through all those, and I'm just about through my gallon jugs of it. So that's my plan, is to start experimenting a little bit and see what runs better for me. I try to run good or the 90, was it 92 octane? I think it is. It costs a little more, but that's that non-ethanol stuff. And then at our local airport, they've got that Av fuel. I'm thinking about trying that too and see if that works. I'm gonna do a lot of experimenting. As soon as I get through my canned stuff, I'm gonna do some serious experimenting with the different stuff. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, it works. It works. The steel stuff. I have ran a little dab of it. The guy gave me. We've got from Sherry's dad's shop when he was a Husky dealer. He's got. We inherited all his oil. I've got tons of Husqvarna brand oil mix, the synthetic, and then the regular stuff too. But I'm going to do a little. Let's just do some experiment and see what works.
Yeah, you talked about going to get what is that, airplane fuel?
Yeah, Av
Jason
fuel.
says he uses 104.
Paid for
race gas.
Yeah.
So.
I can't remember. Was out there with Bruce that night, and he got that Av fuel for his side by side. I do not remember. 104 sounds right, but I can't say for sure on the octane.
Later, Julia. Thanks for joining us, you guys.
But It's Glowing Firewood 50.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
We are doing good, other than
Trying to stay afloat.
we're trying to, the creek's coming up quick. We got more rain on the way and fighting mud, but other than that, definitely. Yep. That's one thing I do check every so often. I take, actually had one of your 455s, got to running kind of crappy, and it's kind of bad that I can't call my father-in-law for advice anymore. So I kind of thought, well, what would he do? And I got to looking that saw over, and that screen was gommed up pretty good. So I did the natural thing and got on YouTube and kind of researched it a little bit. And I take the screen off. I leave it, I put it back on like you're supposed to, but I just take my little propane torch and burn all that stuff off, put it back on, and it ran a lot better.
Is it the 564, Jason? Is that the one you're talking about?
That's the new Husky saw, the 564. They were supposed to start, I thought, and Chris could probably, if he's still on here, could advise on that. They were supposed to start releasing them pretty quick, but now I think they pushed them back, Husky, even farther into like midsummer before they're going to start hitting the States.
Glowing, we live on a creek, but luckily we don't flood on our wood yard.
Mm-hmm.
And the creek bottom floods, but we're up on a hill. Logs are safe, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we're all good. I asked my local Husky dealer. I was there last week. Me and a buddy snuck over to the Husqvarna dealer, and we asked him about the 564. And what was unfortunate with our local Husky guy was he is not carrying any pro model saws anymore. No, he says it's on order.
Order only.
Order only. If you want to, you go into Joe's dealership there, and you want to order a 592. That's what you got to do, is order it. And I said, man, what's going on with that? And he said, it's your lovely big wigs and the higher ups of Husqvarna they're making it so hard on these little guys. If you're not
force them to take so many dollars worth.
Yeah, if you're not pushing, several saws a week and making orders every week, he says the interest rate. I think that's what he said. The interest rate on them are so stinking high. He said he's carrying some homeowner stuff and the battery lines, but he says if you want a new 572. 592, 372, any of them pro saws, he said, I can get them in just a few days, but he said it's on order only. You just can't afford to stock, a small dealer can't afford to stock, 30, 40 saws. He just can't do it.
It's the same thing that Steel did years ago. Whenever my grandpa had them, they said, you're going to take on so much of our product, and if you don't sell it,
then you're done.
Yeah.
So, and he's the closest, I'm a saw supplier guy. I mean, they've been good to me. And I've ordered some stuff from them, and it's boom right here. And if I get another saw, that's probably what'll happen. But it's sad that, local dealer here, he just, it's not good. And it's the higher ups of a big, huge company. If you're not pushing their criteria, then you're not, you're out of luck.
Glowing Firewood, he lives at the bottom of a hill, and when the rainwater runoff fills it all up, floods his wood yard like crazy. So sometimes there's 2 feet of water after a big rain.
Now our little wood yard out here at the house that we do all our bagging, it's a little damp, but I don't have anything.
Yeah, it's not going to flood.
Yeah, it's not going to flood or float anything away.
Puddles out there.
And I don't have anything on the ground, but yeah, I have no worries about, even though the creek is like there, I have no worries.
Circle B, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Dealership life is tough. You got that right.
Yeah. And it's so sad. These little guys, they just can't do it. They can't do it. And these, these big guys, great, saw suppliers and that big dealer that Chris visits up north in Wisconsin. That's great. And But yeah, we just don't have the.
But for the little guys, just a mom and pop shop.
And then you go into town here, and you got the local farm store. They push steel. They've got a 500i all the way down to a homeowner saw, and literally can throw a rock and hit the other steel dealer across the street. And he's busy too. The steels, they sell themselves.
Yeah. Glowing Firewood says we should live stream a stump grinding. He said that would be amazing.
We're going to do that.
We have discussed it.
We get good weather here and a decent day. I've got some jobs lined up, and we'll definitely do a live on a stump grinding. That's not a problem at all. We can do that. We've had the impromptu lives we've done real good. We've been very happy with. We just let it roll, let the bots come in and everything, whatever.
Yeah. Brandon says Echo's having a 15% off on St. Patty's Day. His dealer, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's a nice savings.
Our local Echo dealer, he's a great guy. He runs the Echo. Obviously, he's got Grasshopper mowers, Bad Boy. Oh, what's the tractors he runs? He sells TYM. I think Russ has got I think it's TYM. He's got a whole line of those.
Frontier Firewood. Hey, thanks for joining us.
He's got a whole line. And then now in a town north of him, about how far is Hillsboro from Greenville? 25 miles.
Yeah.
He's took on in a different town, about the same size. He's took on a whole steel dealership. So he's Echo and steel both. Two different places. But yeah, it's when Joe told me that at his dealership last week, I was like, man, that sucks.
Yeah,
it really does. Cause he is our next closest Husky dealer is
Aaron, the boss lady.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Our next closest steel dealer is T-Town, 35 plus miles away, 40 miles away. Well, and Centray's got one too. I forgot about them. They're another 35 miles though. Time you get there. Dealers.
Yes, you're right. Broken Old Swede. That's what they've done.
Yeah, Brand, that would be quite the store. Husky and Echo dealer.
On the other side of town.
I can that'd be quite a trip for me. I don't know what to do in that place. What's the most popular Echo chainsaw for firewood? Well, because I don't run Echo, but when we did our deal out in Bunyan, when I asked the question about
what was everybody's favorite saw,
or what you only had one saw to run the rest of your life. The Echo guys were, if I remember right, was the 620. Does that sound right? 620p.
A couple of them said that 7310.
Yeah, Chris has got it right there. The 7310.
Mm-hmm.
And that 7310. And Heath will tell you, hardworking man, you got to get an Echo ported, that's okay. But that 7310 is for that type of saw. I'm thinking that was not a bad price that Belcher's had on their 7310s over there. And so I'm sure saw suppliers could probably beat it, which is fine. So the 7310 is, I even think, which someday I'm going to have a ported saw. That's my goal. It's one of these days. That 7310 for the price, I don't think you could beat that.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a price on it. If I remember right, Chris can probably tell us what, $800-900. It's not too bad.
Glowing Firewood 50, the Fellowship. Where's that at? Which one are you talking about?
Fellowship. Down, and maybe is that Yadkin?
I don't know.
$100 less than my dealer on a 501. I'm assuming that 501 is a 50cc saw, probably.
Oh, Ken's got it. Ken's got it there. 7310 retirement gift there.
That is a great idea on that 7310, but man, that old 592. Maybe I'll just get me your retirement gift, maybe to myself. You could get me.
Whoa. What did you get me for retirement?
I don't know. I don't think I got you.
I got me that
You
New
got
Holland with
well,
a
I
front
can-
end loader.
That's true. She did buy her new Holland tractor for her retirement gift.
And it's paid off.
Yeah, 25. See, I'm firewood at the furnace. No, well, I'd love to go someday to Brad's.
Yeah, but-
definitely. But
No,
our 2
that's-
trips this year's turned into 4 or 5.
Well, that's with the wedding in there.
Yeah, but I'd love to get to Brad's someday. Definitely.
In the woodyard. Get the 592 now. There.
Exactly.
There.
Well, that's gonna
He's thinking.
be a retirement gift to myself. Is going to be a 592, and Sherry can get me the 7310.
No.
Perfect.
No.
That's perfect.
No.
But
You didn't get me anything for my retirement. Your retirement gift's on you.
592. Yes, I am. Well, before what I'm going to do, and Jason's going to be on me, is I've just about got my cash for the 1165. So as soon as I get my 1165 ordered, which I need to do that, because by the time I get it ordered, and I don't know how they do all of it, but get it ordered, I'll have enough cash to pay for my 1165, and then I can start saving again for my 592. It won't take as many $5 bills to get a 592 as it did the 1165.
Ken, here's the deal. We may be married, but due to past experience, I have my checking account. He has his. After he pays his part of the bills, his money, he can buy whatever he wants. I don't care.
Perfect.
So
Yeah, exactly, Chris. I ran my 576 the other day. It's going to be I ran my 576 the other day, and I was doing a great big, not even close to what Chris has been probably cutting with ash trees, but I had a big ash tree. I'm going to throw the old 36-inch on the 576. Actually, it ran. I had a good sharp chain. It ran really good, and it ran like clock or perfect. The old 576 with a 36-inch bar.
Yeah.
So, but I am definitely, the older you get, the smaller the saw. It doesn't hurt anything. Pre-retirement 500. Yeah, man. I would love to have a 500i. I really would. I've never even ran one, but the whole, you Woodhound guys and your 500i's. But man, I just cannot justify that price. My Lord.
You looked the other day when we were there.
$1,800.
Yeah.
$1,800. Yeah, and my 572, Dick, I love it. I on a whim one day, I called him before I even knew Saw Suppliers existed. I called my local Husky dealer, and he had one. I said, I'm on my way. I got me a 572, and then, not thinking a thing about it, we went to the Frenzy last year, and Chris called my number on that 372. Man, that's a ripper too.
You see if he kid? He's going to have a 592 and a ported 500i at Bear Paw.
I want to run. If you'll let me, Jim, I'd like to take a couple stabs on that 500i. I really would. And a 592. So I could compare. Man, I can't do that. Friggin', that's a lot of money for a. Anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Might surprise somebody someday and pull out a steal. You never know. Who is going to that? The Frenzy.
Not till May.
No, it's in April.
Is it in April? I thought it was in May. The Firewood Frenzy. Hoosier?
No.
Wolfridge. Okay, Wolfridge. Too many frenzies.
Too many frenzies. The Hoosier Firewood Hysteria.
Yeah.
The Frenzy at Eau Claire. That is, I don't know, 50-50. I'm just going to say. I'd love to go to it again. I really would.
Yeah.
But we're just going to have to play it by ear.
It's 8 hours for us.
It's 8-hour drive. So, and I will, as I get older, back, 25, 30 years ago, I'd have got up early, went up there and been back the same day, but anymore, no. So that the Frenzy's iffy for us. If anything, if we don't make it, it'll be on the, hey, Ken, how are you doing? Ken's Cuts. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Ken.
Good to see you. The frenzy will be definitely next year. We will figure that out next year. But 50-50 this year. I don't know. That's near, when is that? April
Craig, do you have the dates for the frenzy?
18th, 19th,
It's like a
something like that.
week or two after we get back from
And it's
the wedding in Pigeon Forge. April 18th. Yeah, you were right.
Yes, Dick, he is. It's June, first weekend in June.
Do you want me to? I can go grab my paper.
If you grab that real quick and see when the International Expo is.
We're going at the table.
We're going to Cortland. We're going to Joe's. It is, I think, the first weekend, 4th and 5th, something like that, of June. Yep. We're definitely going to we've got hey, thanks Rick for joining us. We appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Looking forward to the next one.
It's the 5th and 6th.
The
June.
5th and 6th of June out at Joe's.
Yeah, in Cortland.
In Cortland. We are
there at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there. We've got the same place we stayed at
Airbnb.
2 years ago. We're staying in the same place.
Yeah.
We will be there. The Firewood Frenzy up at Eau Claire. That's 50-50 for us. It's a possibility. I'll just put it that way. We won't know until we get closer to that. That's a fun one too, especially when you win chainsaws. But yeah, what'd you say? 5th?
So 5th and 6th.
5th and 6th for the Brad's fellowships in June. Yeah, I know, Vic. I'll get to Brad someday. If he keeps having it, we'll make it out there. We will definitely make it out there because I want to go to that whole East Coast, however long it takes us. I want to see. Yeah. I want to go see Tom. Everybody. I want to go out there and just make it a whole couple of weeks of nothing but wood yards and sightseeing. Someday, hopefully, the sooner the better. But yeah, the frenzy is iffy. Well, 50-50 on it. Definitely want to go.
When was it last year?
It was in June last year.
Was it? Okay.
And I want to say, I don't know if Craig come back and said anything or not. Firewood Frenzy. Midwest. Gosh dang it. I don't want walnut buyers. I can't spell firewood. God dang.
In the wood area, it was 1,000 degrees last year. Yes, it was. It was definitely hot.
Midwest is April 18th. Yeah, April 18th for the Firewood Frenzy. And there is Jack. Hello, Jack.
Captain Jack.
The new, from what I've heard, Husqvarna owner.
What?
Yeah, he got him. He got a 572, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, April 18th of 26. So that's right near my birthday. So I don't know. Maybe it's a possibility. I'm just going to say
get a few stump jobs done, maybe.
Yeah, we can get some toothpick man. Yep.
Did you survive your birthday?
Yeah, it was. Happy birthday, Jack. I was going to try to send you one on Facebook, but it wouldn't let me. I could send you a message. I didn't want to do that. So, happy birthday. Belated happy birthday to Jack. Well, Cabin Firewood. So we are in overtime. So I guess we're just going to plug the Mid South Firewood Expo one more time. and all the big dogs are going to be there. The regulars, I guess you could say.
The vendors.
The vendors.
Yeah. Except for Dinah. They're not going to be
Yeah,
there.
it's disappointing on Dinah. But
Overtime
pays better. Yeah. And everybody hit that like. That helps. That
Yep.
helps us. I'm very glad to see Blockbuster.
Westway Firewood. Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to see that Blockbuster is going to be there. Those guys are kind of interesting to me. I'm gonna check them out really hard. So anyway, yeah, we appreciate everybody watching. We're again plugging the Mid South Firewood Expo, which is next week. I know I see some of us are not going to be there, or some of the regulars, but that's okay. Work comes first and family. So we're gonna head out early next Thursday morning.
Yep.
And sounds like Jason from Yadkin Valley is going to be there, and we'll assist him and Marlon and whoever else needs it. We're looking forward to it. So we appreciate everybody for our live number 11.
Yep.
It's always the first Thursday of the month. Next month will be probably from.
Well, it depends. We'll be in Tennessee.
We'll be in Tennessee, but it might possibly next month be.
We got to work out a few details.
We're going to work that out next weekend with Jason. We might possibly be our next live in April might be from the Yadkin Valley. We don't know yet, but we're going to talk to Jason next weekend, see if we can get something set up. And we appreciate everybody. Hit the like button, and that helps us out. And we thoroughly enjoy these, and good to see everybody. So as I always say, keep grinding, keep splitting, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
End.